It is not that either team has bad goalies, there are just some questions here. For Carolina, it's a matter of health. Frederik Andersen and Antti Ranta combined to win the Jennings Trophy this season for allowing the fewest goals in the NHL, and were everything the Hurricanes could have hoped for and move as a goalie duo this season. But they've both had some injury issues late in the season. While Andersen will not be ready for the start of the series and will not be the team's Game 1 starter, his return is still to be determined. In Boston, Tuukka Rask's retirement meant Bruins fans will have a new scapegoat this season if the team doesn't win. The duo of Jeremy Swayman and Linus Ullmark split the playing time 50-50 this season and gave the Bruins better than league average play at the position. But both are completely untested in the playoffs, and it remains to be seen if they will be capable of backstopping the Bruins on a deep playoff run, or getting them through a tough matchup against a high-powered Hurricanes offense. Welcome back to today's episode, everyone. If you like my content, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn notifications so you know when I publish next. With all that out the way, let's get into today's episode. While both teams have top-tier forwards in Brad Marchand, Patrice Bergeron, David Pastrnak, Taylor Hall for Boston, and Sebastian Aho, Andrei Svechnikov, and Toivo Teravainen for Carolina, and the aforementioned goalie questions, goals might still be difficult to come by in this series because these are two of the absolute best defensive teams in the NHL. The Hurricanes allowed the fewest goals in the NHL while the Bruins were fourth best, and they finished first and second in the league in terms of allowing the fewest shot attempts per 60 minutes during 5-on-5 play. The Bruins were especially dominant defensively this season, ranking among the top 5 teams in goals against, shot attempts against, scoring chances against, and expected goals against. Given the continued excellence of Bergeron and Marchand and a strong coaching staff, and a defense led by one of the league's best up-and-coming defensemen in Charlie McAvoy, and it's not hard to see why they are so dominant defensively. Both teams were also in the top 10 in the league on the penalty kill. Carolina was in first and Boston was in ninth. But how much would the Hurricanes' absolutely dominating regular season standing meetings matter? The Hurricanes and Bruins played 3 times in the regular season, and not only did the Hurricanes win all 3 games, but they won them decisively by scores of 3-0, 7-1, and 6-0. That is an aggregate score of 16-1 in the 3 games, including 10-0 during 5-on-5 play. The big difference in a couple of those games was goaltending. The 7-1 loss was one of Rask's 4 starts, and Ullmark had a dreadful start in the last meeting between the 2 teams. In terms of 5-on-5 possession numbers, the 2 teams were fairly even in the 3 games in terms of scoring chances and expected goals, but goaltending swung things in a significant way. It is also worth pointing out that it's been nearly 3 months since the 2 teams played, while the 3rd meeting happened back in early February. A lot has changed since then, especially for Boston, which has gone 24-10-2 in the 36 games since then, while having also added another top-pairing defenseman in Hampus Lindholm. My prediction is that the Hurricanes win this in 7 games. Thank you guys for tuning in, and have a wonderful day.